What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyber Knights Flashpoint challenge run. Most difficulty sliders pretty much maxed out, except for power level gains. If you want to check all the details of the custom challenge that I've added to myself, feel free to check the description below. We're going to run Green Stretch, then follow it up with Endpoint Cutthroat. I believe we don't have a reason to play time forward, so we're just going to simply run the mission itself. Gives me a little bit of room to get other things done. The ideal is that my Cyber Knight does not get injured, otherwise he's required for this mission and it's going to fail. So gotta kind of play around that. Otherwise, we've got ourselves ready to go. Here is the squad. Our new railgun is in for Liat. Otherwise, silenced pistol and a slant blade, stun club, and a silenced SMG. Silenced pistol here as well, and then Molly here. I guess sentry now, ready to go on the war machine setup. So we're going to go ahead and play our Loot 3 Files mission for Dusty. The pieces of the formula have been sent to find are hidden in the loot boxes throughout the facility. You'd think this turncoat could have just put them all in one place. Well, security in an experimental fabrication facility like this is wired up nice and tight, especially for the blue cards. It's the point of the stabilizer. Nanofab just needs cubes in the blueprints. They just need something more. Every now and again, Corps get the idea to modify their blueprints to require some proprietary agent to stabilize the output. A curing agent against, or to fix the fab. Never lasts long, the new tech gets leaked or some cracker cracks it, which is why Dusty wants it so badly. He wants to be the one to sell it to the street first. Scout ahead, plot a route, and keep your options open. Let's empty some loot lockers and find this formula. Got 3 files scattered about. Here we go, we got 5 loot boxes. If we can go low security level, that would be ideal. That's looking pretty unlikely, all things considered. We're starting at level 3. Although if we make no tally raises at all, we have like 9 turns, which shouldn't be too bad. Either way, we've got a mission to play out. And I would like to have Molly be... So see, so the pathing towards this box is going to go through this camera no matter what. That's always going to happen. I want to see if we can skip this guy entirely. If you're walking away, yeah, I can let you leave. You're going to walk closer, but it is what it is. And I think that's going to be fine. Or, actually, I don't know if you're going to turn over. That's the scary thing. So, I think we just have to let this guy walk up closer. The tough thing is, that spot right there sucks because he's going to be... harder to spot overall. Right, he's going like behind this wall, which is going to make him harder to shoot. I have to go even closer to use melee. That kind of sucks, but you're going to hear footsteps if I run over too much, and I don't know what you're doing. Okay, what I think I'm going to do, legit, is I'm going to run up to here. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this guy, because I want to know if you're going to turn toward me or not. And can I get one more person? Not without moving closer. That's fine. I'll just look at one person. Okay, you're just going to turn away. So I'm feeling comfortable to just walk up to this guy and fight him. I think that will be fine. So before you leave, we're going to walk up and take the strike. I don't care that you hear me. It's okay. I've been debuffed. It's fine. Decent damage there as a glance. Okay, not great damage at all. Take this strike. It'll be okay-ish, but not great. That's your turn over. Sentry's time to shine. Let's put you somewhere like that. Yeah, it's kind of what I got here. With 2 AP left, I can take a strike without much difficulty. I might actually put you against the wall, so that I have an opening for somebody else to get line of sight down the line. I think the strike is going to look good enough. So here you go. Melee hit should be okay. You found me. I get debuffed. It's okay. You're probably dead. Nope, we get a glancing hit. That sucks. All right, Sparklight. It's your turn to do this all over again. Yeah, you're just going to run right in there. And go for a hit. It'll be what it is. I mean, it's certainly a kill. But it sucks we got 2 glancing hits there. That makes our damage pretty bad, obviously. So, down you go. It's a lot of APUs, but at least his body is pretty far away. Or rather, what am I trying to say? It is unlikely to be found by these guys. And that is useful in and of itself. Oh yeah, I had JTAC, but I think it's fine to have waited here. So, you're going to walk away, which is what I wanted. You'll turn back, but we'll be long gone by then. Yep, there's you. And that guy just pulls a 180 and walks over there, and we're fine. Our initiative rolls look okay. Smoke break is in 10. Good. Unfortunately, you're not getting your smoke break, dude. He's going to walk right back out. Not the easiest for me. So I'm going to go here. 1 AP left. Grab the box. I'm out of eyesight range. So here's the box. Nice. Ooh, huge. Okay, cool. We got our first good assault rifle. Street Dragon is the best early game assault rifle for pure combat in the game. It's a little bit harder to silence, but it's really good damage. We got our first quest piece as well. Piece by piece, we're gathering what we came to get, but there's more to find. Don't let the sec AI slow you down. Keep moving. Sure thing. Alright, so as far as initial rolls are concerned, Alpha over there might, in fact, patrol forward. That'll scare me a little bit. Ranges here don't look amazing. Could walk out like that. That would probably be okay. I'm going to hug here so this guy can't see me in case he does walk forward. If he walks like this, I'm unlikely to be found. What I think I'm going to do, though, is throw down JTAC. I'm going to throw it down now because ultimately I want the cooldown back. And I think by turn 6 I would use it again, so I kind of care about putting it down. I will probably save Strike Zone and just put down JTAC here, which allows the majority of my team to go out and strike for some pretty good damage. The melee's going to be kind of bad, but that's fine. So the circle that sort of starts the lead at is going to be the goal. And I think Strike Zoning just for like these three isn't worth it. I'm going to wait for a more important fight. So even though it's a really good debuff, I'm going to wait for a more important fight. Should be able to get many of these kills with the buffs I have right now, though. And, of course, you're going to hear gunfire, so I can't do too much. He is walking toward us, and he goes before Sentry. If he ends right here, though, I think he doesn't spot her. I think the tires just barely make it safe. At worst, we can turn around and make things better, but I might want to pre-compute Sentry and get her out of there. All right, let's go see what happens. No security events, so for now it's fine. Panther is up. I can pretty clearly run you to here. If you walk forward, you likely see corpses. I can't do anything about that. You know, what's funny is I'm actually really tempted to strike zone this. Even though I said I wasn't going to. This entire space gets really awkward with him walking up and seeing bodies, and I can't kill everyone. I don't know what you're doing, which is also a problem. Although if I'm here, I'm behind sandbags, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to get myself buffed up. I'm going to go ahead and hit Sentry so that she can't get caught out, because I'm a little bit worried about that. And then pistol shots here look pretty decent. I'm going to go for my stealth crits right now. I've got not great crit chance, but it's not not zero. And I'm already hunted, so I can only ever crit people who are unaware. So first shot is okay. Second shot should also be okay. In fact, it was. No crits. We should be able to wear this down, though it isn't a guarantee by any means. Running to there does not seem remotely viable. Am I going to be in eye laser range? Yes. Okay. I would like to also not get... Well, I'm already spotted and they're both alert, so it doesn't really matter what I do. Again, I would like to be in eye laser range. Looks like it's kind of the best I have. That barrel likely blocks line of sight pretty well, and I'm just kind of hoping you're not going to do anything. Or I can stand somewhere like this. That way, I have line of sight getting blocked by this, and it should keep me safe. So I'm going to do it like this. I actually only get 2 attacks anyway. Oh, outside range is kind of... Wait, no, this is better. Okay. Well, we'll just put damage in as best we can. I might need to throw down smoke to keep my team safe. I may have misjudged my damage output here, but preempting may have been pretty clearly incorrect. That range disparity is not great. And, yeah, you're going on 15. Yeah, I did not play this out correctly. It's time to throw it on Strike Zone. We're going to need the help. This is my fault for planning it wrong, but yeah, I'm going to need the help. So if I run to, like, here... Let's not snap. If I run to, like, here, I get 2 shots. That's... Actually, am I hidden? I am hidden. I would love to get the... Okay, this is, like, a pretty free hit. 90% to hit here. I want to stay hidden, so I can use that for the guard back there. Yeah, so there's that. It's a stealth crit. And then if I go to here... You see me. Well, are you really going to see me, though? I'm going to get back out of your line of sight, so it's not that bad. So if I run like this, 23 meters is not great. I'm -5. So if I do this, it gives me a second shot. It gives me a second shot, but the downside is my second shot's kind of really poor accuracy. I mean, it's better than not getting the shot, though. So I rock past your vision code and then back out of it. First shot's 100% accuracy. 50% to crit, please. Darn it. That would have been a kill. If it crits, he dies. Thankfully, I still have so many buffs that the bad range is still okay. That crit makes it a little bit nicer. Sparklight, please carry me. You're spotted anyway, so there's no optimizations here. I want to be inside of JTAC, so it looks like there is going to be the spot. Is 19 meters okay? Oof, my range is 14, so no, I've got to walk up to like this. If I'm here, it's 17. That's not horrible. The JTAC circle is this one. So I've got shots here. Unfortunately, my smoke screen costs 1 action point. So if first shot doesn't kill, I've got to choose between smoke screen and something else. So let's just take this shot. Guaranteed glance. Okay, good. And then, because I guess, yeah, you chose to do nothing, Roddy. Your turn's already over. You're going to walk up, but I don't think you're going to walk close enough for me to have to care about you. So I'm going to walk over here. Yeah, that guy's not going to be scary, at least not for a bit. I've got a little bit to work with. And I can just kind of hide from you, so it's okay. I'm going to walk over here. Alright. Should have strike zoned earlier. You're going to walk up and see bodies. Yep. But you're not going to see me. I think I'm too far away. So, +3 tally. Gets into strike zone. Rolls badly on initiative. That's good news. We should have a guard sent our way due to a corpse being spotted. So, you being suspicious means that you're the one who got sent. It's unfortunate that the UI never rendered there, but... Okay, so what I want is to delay to 16, yield to Sparklight, have Sparklight knock down this camera with, well, someone should knock it down. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have Sparklight do it because he's closest. So I'm going to delay, and then... Well, I'm already in range. Let's just do it like this. There. That's done. Who should go for this kill? I gotta hide from you, no matter what. I need to reload at some point as well. If I go to, like, here with 3 AP, it's not great. I think we can take this shot, because I can. He's unaware, so... Who actually deserves the stealth crit? Like, who deserves a shot? You're not going for... Oh, no, you're going later this turn on 12, which is also scary. So if I go here, I'm not in range. If I sprint all the way over, I don't have anything. I've got to hide from you because you're going to be sent to here, wherever the corpse is, here or here. Going to be sent to one of these two spots. So you, right, you are going to sprint to here, for sure. So we got to get away from this zone, either behind this wall or behind this wall. And if we're behind this wall, like, he's going to come closer, but he's not going to catch us out. We could hide behind the tires as well. That's actually not unreasonable. If I expect him to run this way, which I don't see why he wouldn't run that way. I don't know why he would duck around. I could, like, hide my CK here and then use my sword to do decent damage. I expect him to end up around... Actually, probably, like, right around here, to be honest. And the tire would block line of sight. That's, like, kind of playable. Maybe Sentry does it. I'm not sure yet. My CK can't get any melee attacks here. It's just not at all possible. So how do I have... Like, how can I get myself a good turn? How do I possibly have a good turn here? What can I do to have this be successful? Being behind that wall should be fine. Gives me a shot and a reload, which is okay. But I want to shoot while he's still unaware, which means it's something like... It's like here and then run over, which isn't the best, but it at least exists. I don't hate that. I think that's acceptable. I think take the shot. Unsurprisingly, didn't crit. That's fine, though. I think I'm going to have my CK still hide in this area. Just all the way back here. Someone else can help with that at the end. I think it's fine. So you're going to stay there. That's fine. I would like Sparklight. This guy's going on 12. Okay, if I yield to Liat, what can he do? This guy's too close without Liat moving somewhere. Let me double check the range on some of this stuff. So the noise is 36, and the range is 35. So if I get to, like, here, I have to get to, like, here, which puts me in railgun range cleanly of both these guys, and I'm not getting shot, I'm not getting heard by him. So somewhere like this would be, like, an acceptable spot shoot the railgun from. Yeah, I'm out of all the noise ranges. As sort of ugly as that is, it's, like, kind of playable. Now, there's a problem with the camera. So, let's see. Smokescreen costs 1, line crawler costs 1. I need to yield and make sure that we can do a couple small things here. Like, I want to smoke towards the end. Alright, so you have some pretty good railgun shots, don't get me wrong. If I'm willing to shoot this guy, You're gonna shoot him twice when we're chilling, but like that's probably not correct in the sense that the better shot is here. So if I get there, you're still gonna hear gunfire, right? 36 actually? Noise is 36 as well, right? Darn. Can I find a way to be just outside? That might be 36 and change and this work. I have line of sight on you. I have line of sight on you. You're under strike zone. Yeah, this is actually acceptable. I believe I won't get spotted if I'm back there. Let's go here. At the edge of JTAC. You're 36 away as well. And we can see that only 2 can hear gunfire, right? 2 right there. So this guy needs to die. And that guy needs to die. And I have limited tools to do so. And we can do spread out a little bit. I'm thinking we should use strike zone and get this kill here. You're too far away to matter for now. I really do want to use this railgun, because I can't even shoot the pistol multiple times. I like this. I think I like this. I like this too, but I think I like this more. He's not dead. So Sparklight, if I'm trying to optimize as much as I can... Yeah, I think it's not realistic for me to take down this camera and clean this guard up. So I think the play is... Unfortunately, I lose out on JTAC. I have to walk too far out to get this kill, but that's just going to be the case no matter what. I can't delay any further. Actually, I'm really worried about you, though. This might be the angle where I have him run up. I know I can't get rid of everything else. I run up here and I just go for the SMG. Wow, this guy's like really not going to die. Yeah, I spread myself too thin, I think. And yeah, I'm not in range to use the bat here. Sentry can't be in range either. Darn. Alright, it's just run up like this. At least I have JTAC. It's a bit of accuracy. This is not going to kill, almost for sure. I think the play is actually shoot like this, shoot single target, then smoke the single target again. And hope I can block all the line of sight that I need to, but this guy's going to be in some danger. Or I can throw shock mines, but I really don't want to use them up. As long as my CK is not injured, we're fine. That's like the most important thing here. So I think it's... yeah, I think it's shoot here, smoke screen, and then shoot again. Oh, that was a glancing hit. This sucks. Alright, we smoke screen to keep the CK safe. This will block some line of sight, but he can probably still get through. Second shot is just not going to kill. Yeah, unless I like high roll a crit, which shouldn't happen. Okay, so you can pretty clearly run up and go for the stun strike, which pretty clearly has to be the play. Now, if I was smarter, we would have ignored this guy. The entire team would have gone over here, killed just one guard, let this guy run up here, let this guy run up here, and then we'd be fine. But instead I was greedy, ran too far forward on like the entire team, and got punished for it. So ultimately, we just say, look, I've got stun strike. Please don't outroll me next turn, and we'll be okay. It is what it is. It's not great. I think like running up to here for... Yeah, I can't even get Crimson Vector in range, so yeah, no. If I had enough investment where I had Handblades at 0 AP, I could run away up here and just use Handblades twice, but I don't have that investment right now. So yeah, it's run up, stun strike, and... hope this guy doesn't get too spicy, but we're in smoke, so it should be okay. But it's not the greatest. I made mistakes here. Alright, you're stunned. Please don't roll God Initiative. Cool. He's taking cover, which means he's not... Wait, what? Oh, shoot, he's in range. Oh, he has an assault rifle. Right, he's a corpo guard. He has an AR, so he actually has, like, range on his weaponry. I was expecting street grunts who are garbage. Yep, that's not great. Alright, guards being sent my way. Yep, Liat is certainly injured for the fight, which means I'm down a guy for a mission that I care about. Not ideal. You can't shoot out. Yeah, okay, I guess I could interference spike, which... You're too far away to matter for the most part. You rolled below the rest of my team. You're right there, but also rolled low. I'm thinking I need to... No, I think I'm going to have my CK run out here and go for this kill. Can't even really get a kill. I can strike once. But I believe that we can... I think my EX can kill this guy, no problem. Because I can shoot from inside the smoke. So I'm not killing, but I can go for... Well, I might kill. 2/3. Roughly 2/3. Okay, not quite, but it's close. I can reload. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Famous last words. Lee has time to get stuff done. Wow, he's actually in range of that. That's kind of nice. I think if he has that shot, he should take it. Every guard who can hear anything is going to be killed. I think we start here. No, Sentry has that every time. We start here. Oh, shoot! He's in the Overwatch cone. Why did I not realize that? Of course I am. I can literally see it. What am I doing? What am I doing? That was incredibly stupid. Why did I not realize that? That was so foolish. I can't delay the red amount. Okay, well, Sparklight has to get both kills somehow. That's gonna be hard. You're standing around. Thankfully, you weren't woken up by the Sec AI. Sentry gets him every time here. What am I doing? I am absolutely griefing. Alright, so it's basically bat once, claws once if needed. I mean, I could pistol, I suppose. It's about as good. I mean, it's 2 shots guarantees at this point. Your evasion's still debuffed. It's probably better than using the bat. But I still can't cross up on this guy. So I'm really relying on Sparklight to do everything. Man, that was so dumb to just get myself Overwatch like that. That was really, really silly. Okay, real quick. Is it better to pistol twice, or do I want to do something else? I think pistol twice is pretty clearly... I mean, it's like getting to walk here and be safe is really valuable. Okay, I'm going to walk here because I actually want to be over here and like not easily spotted. So, down you go. With my 1 remaining action point, I'm just going to run up to... Well, you're going to run over this way. I cannot easily hide from you. I mean, I guess you might be running this way, but if you run this way, Molly's getting spotted for sure. And I really can't cut your line of sight. So I'm making all kinds of mistakes here. I absolutely cannot hide. I'll run as far back as I can, which should help me be a little bit farther away, I guess. This would give me some armor, but it's not any move speed, so it won't go any farther. I really can't get into a spot where I can use Predator Reflex, because when he turns the corner, he's going to see me right away. Like, if I had a little bit more movement, can I get the engine to, like... Ooh, I can, actually. If I get to here, is it any better? Probably not. Okay, if I'm here... He's going to have line of sight. Like, I don't see how he wouldn't just stop the moment he sees me and hit me, so there's no point in trying to go for Overwatch here. I just have to hope I roll well on initiative. Okay, I rolled well for the next turn. That's good. Okay, Sparklight. Please bail these idiots out, because they're griefing. Also, what's my Shockbind range? It's enough that I can save people if needed. Okay. You need to die. Please don't miss everything. Thank you. You... I can get within 1 AP. Like, my glancing hit is more than 30 damage, right? Like, for sure, right? So I run up here and just shoot. I get it every time. In fact, I only have 1 bullet anyway, so... Check some quick data. Yeah, my min range is... My min optimal is 4. So ideally, I go somewhere like this, where I'm not going to get any penalties on accuracy, which... your underlying accuracy on a glancing hit actually does factor into how much damage it's going to do, so... Yeah, let's go here. Oh, we got a hit, not a glancing hit. I mean, that's good. That also upgrades the damage functionally. Alright, where are you headed? You're going that way. That's good. That means I'm hidden. And... Wow, Liat is just... really almost dead. Well, he's going to be down for a long time. My fault. Still, though, the show must go on. This guard likely has to be killed. We are going to escalate. We are clearly feeling that. Orders received. Yep, more guards being sent. That's fine. Tactical Surge. Looks like this will hit my team. That's good. What's my pistol range? 18. If you run forward, you should end your turn before engaging in combat with him. I might just like legit run here and then wait and see what happens. I think that'll actually be functional. I think it's fine. Let's do that. Hitting a camera, not any landmines. It's fine. As long as my CK is not injured, we can run the next mission. It's okay. Ooh, nice. We get a pistol grip. We get a shotgun barrel. We got the second part of the mission. Very kind of you to leave this valuable file tucked in here. There's more to find. Don't let the sick AI slow you down. Keep moving. Partial success. Cool. Your initiative is 15. Gonna delay behind you. Sentry needs to be afraid of this guy, and so I'm gonna spend 1 AP hiding here and then letting him move, seeing what happens. Liat is legitimately, I think, safe right now. This guy. No, let's spend 1 AP getting around this corner. I think it'll be fine. If you're standing here, I think we're gonna be safe. You're running that way. Okay, you're alert, but your turn's over. You've ended your turn seeing me, but you're out of AP. Expected. You're walking over, it's fine. We can clean most of these guys out. Do I want to do any more delays? Letting you walk does not matter, so nah. This guy has to be killed. It's very doable, though. I'm not worried about it. We'll take the reload, and we'll just start shooting. I have a good number of action points. I want to kind of... I want the... No, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I kind of want the, like, 1 permanent accuracy from... Okay, so here's the thought, basically. I want an odd number of action points so that... Because you can shoot SMG with 1 AP remaining, like a pistol. And so if I don't move, I'm wasting action points. So, but I also want to stay within optimal range, so I have max accuracy, which is this, basically. So now it's just shoot 3 times, and it'll be some damage. I'm glad he didn't go into Overwatch. Okay, decent enough. You're running over, which makes total sense. My CK can't join anything. He's already run by the camera once, so a second time doesn't really matter. I don't want to turn on the prox mine because I only have 1 disable tool available right now. I'm gonna yield so that we can know if I need to change any initiative stuff. Gonna have you go for strikes here. First strike is pretty good. Second strike is a kill. Down you go. Rip, bozo. Let's have you dodge camera as best you can. Darn, still hit it. Oh well. That goes to... I forget. I think it goes to a shotgun. So a little bit useless for now. Let's have Liet try to claim this kill. Looks like going here should work. Are you obstructed? Yes. I should move a bit closer to make sure I have a clean line of fire. Accuracy kind of matters. Great. We got what we came for. Not worried about those movements. They're not running... Right, they're running up that hallway, so we can duck them by going this way. We have 2 boxes left, this one and this one. I want them both. We can dodge the guards for the most part. So you're fine running forward. And then Panther is indeed safe, so you can kind of run across like this, and it's fine. Again, the camera's already seen him, so that's not any new information. Guards would be moved if they could be, but they've already been moved, so there's nothing to see here. Let's put you here and then keep going. Again, you should be totally safe running out like this. I'm not worried about it at all. So you can just kind of spend the action points and go. I'm gonna... Yep, I'm just gonna sprint forward. That's fine. Sentry can go ahead and get some stuff done. Let's see if you can make it with 1 AP. See if you'll snap in. Yep, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're not gonna turn this camera off because I don't care. We're just gonna run the team across. I'm tempted to have Liat evac, but I'm not gonna do it. Because ultimately, as long as they don't shoot twice in the same turn, he can't be killed. He'll go to bleeding out at worst. I'll have you stop short of the camera just to make one less tally event. It's not a big deal anyway. One more box all the way across. Should be fine. Lambda's going to run up the same place. Yep, off you go. And Sentry can go ahead and start running forward here. And we'll try to go for the last box or so. Put you behind the wall just in case. I don't expect there to be any more guards down here, but in case there were and we didn't know, play a little bit safe. Reinforcements, that's fine. They're all going to be sent to where the events were, not where we are, so I'm not worried about it. And it turns out this mission went a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so... yeah, so we've got still power level 3 enemies here. Bladesman, Captain, and Firecom. Still scary enough for us that I don't want to deal with it. And in fact, looks like... so you weren't sent by the AI, you two were. So you two are definitely heading towards some events. Turns out I actually would have liked to run by this camera. They would have run up like this, and we would have been able to duck past them. Ultimately, I want to try to do things in a specific order, but I can't. So if I delay and someone walks here, I get spotted. So unfortunately, it means that I'm going to trigger this camera. And it means that this Firecom is going to be sent to investigate this camera. So the question is, am I willing to risk one of them running right up to here? I think it's going to be really unlikely. So I'm willing to risk it and say, see what happens. You're going to keep going. Right, that's fine. And so I'm going to go ahead and trigger this camera so that the next security event sends somebody here. That's the goal. So you're running across, which is totally fine. El Guard will be sent to investigate this spot of the map. I'm going to leave Lee out where he is because he's like well in cover. You're on the way up there, right? You're investigating where corpses and stuff were. I'm going to run you to... let's stop 1 or 2 AP short. Like, let's park you here for now. Just want to be outside of the, like, direct pathing. Let's see what they all do. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I was afraid of, is that patrol route, which happened. Thankfully, you don't see all that far, and I can get past you, but it is what I was afraid of. So, camera sees me, but you don't. Good enough for me. In fact, actually, you know what? She can solo grab this loot box, and the team can evac right here. She should be quite safe. Okay, that's going to be the plan. I'm going to park everyone back here and, like, try to be extremely safe with it. But I think the entire team can just, like, dip. So I'm going to have him... I'm just going to have him extract. I'm going to have Sparklight run back here. I'm going to have throw down Smoke to keep Panther safe. He's going to extract. Orders received. Yep, he's going to go run towards that camera. He's probably going to go... it probably sends an order. I don't know for sure. But I would bet he's sent to the camera, the first one he walked by. Here's the last box. Money. Another Harrier grip. Some files we can sell. 50k in a cred ship. That's pretty good. I skipped the dialogue, sorry. You can go back and rewatch it on the video if you want. Okay. We should be in an alright spot. Go ahead, guards, what you got? You're finding corpses. We're definitely getting a whole lot of escalation. We're going to get 14 heat from this mission. We came at sec level 3. We end at sec level 7. We rolled poorly on initiative. But we should be fine. Yeah, you're running closer. Running to where that camera saw people. The important thing is, yeah, cool, we got cameras in high power mode. It's fine. We're out. We got what we came for. Don't want to overstay our welcome. We're clear, but don't slow down. Alright. Not terrible. Well, kind of terrible. Getting shot was a mistake on my part. I was way too loose with it. We got all 3 parts. Well done. You can count you to pull it off. The street will be rabid to get it before Matsumoto even starts using it. You'd think they'd learn, but they just keep trying this trick. So down for 7 days is not great. His name is now Bubbles. Very cute name. The important thing is Panther and Center leveled up, who are the ones that we really needed. But I'm for sure going to feel the fact that we're missing some meaningful sniper talents that I probably can't fix. The nice thing is, though, we got a Street Dragon, which is a pretty big deal. That matters quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and spend some Cyber Knight talents. Unfortunately, because of the way I had to learn things to feel safer, I'm going to leave this as a 1-pointer and wait. And then at level 5, I get 1 talent point, and I can get the improved End of Tactical Surge. War Machine levels up, still at a talent cap of 5, unfortunately. I can get Claw Mastery down to 0 action point claw attacks, or I can get Crimson Vector up to 12 meters, so I can get in range a whole lot more. I'm not certain which one I want more, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go take 0 AP claw attacks, and I can get a lot done with that. That's going to be the bet. I have found myself clearly wanting Crimson Vector value. But I think I still want 0 AP claw attacks. I think it's correct here. I'm not certain if it's better, but that's what I'm feeling. I don't believe I can see any for treatment. Nope, there's no open beds for the doctor. You're down for 7 days. I've already spent your point, so that is my team as trained as they can be. I don't have any more ability to easily retrain people. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can get for waiting around. There is a small chance. So there are early game random mercenaries you can get. And right around now is about the time, like around the time Loophole Heist / Endpoint Cutthroat is offered, is usually around the time they start showing up in your timeline. I've got open space in the barracks, and so I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, if I go down to 0 hours left, that maybe it'll show up and I can get an extra merc. Our boy gets an influence limit break. High Burn, looking to harm our operation. Ghoul leaks intel and falsehoods into the underground, building up our heat. You know, it's fair. We are our negative trust with him, so for now he doesn't like us, and so he's using his influence limit break. Making our heights a little bit riskier. Yeah. And if our heat is high enough, we can't Coco Spire. Sure, yep, okay. Well, we're at 100 heat again. This is a convo I would need to delay with. As your longtime doctor, I think we need to talk. Well, it's going to show up. We'll have the dialogue. It's fine. Hype limit break for our boy. Okay. +1 tech. Not that useful, so we'll go for loyalty here. We are running short of time for the Endpoint Cutthroat. Remember, everything is hanging in the balance. I understand. You can't come to be promising to screw over Octane and then try to sit it out. Get the heist done. You want it done right or done fast? I'm not one to wait when I want something. Time is short. Yep, sure thing. Actually, I want to send something over. I want to send a, So it's funny, because our trust with Ghoul is negative, even though we did run a mission for him. I wonder if that's intended or not. I don't know. It's fine. We're running a mission for him, but he doesn't trust us yet, which I buy. Alright, Dr. Ash. Oh, yep, he's disgruntled. Sure, for 30 days he's got a debuff. Minus stress res, minus wound res, and if you gain stress, add to another merc. Yep, understood. You're disgruntled. Yep, that's fair. He's a long-time doctor. I think we need to talk. When I heard you went under for a Quantum Rider to become a Cyber Knight, I have to say I wasn't surprised. You always had that gleam in your eye, but I was a little disappointed you didn't come to me. I've always stitched you and your friends up. Bullet holes, broken bones. Spent enough time in the Medengo to know what you could handle, Dr. Ash. I integrated your dermal plating. But I get it. I don't have the razors here for that kind of surgery. Spinal. I'm glad you're alive. Who integrated the rider? Who did the nerve splice? Splice is dead already. Whoa, what do you mean dead already? Dead as in caught by the Megacorp and disappeared. Or dead as in don't cross us. And you sure you want to bother me right now? Oh my word. Okay, I'll just stay. Disappeared. Gobbled up by the corporation that didn't like that he was doing midnight surgeries. It was all very quick. The good Dr. Ekman is just no longer with us. If they scooped him up that fast, then you weren't that safe either. Exactly why I don't like the idea of you going under at a corporate clinic. What do you really know about that cyber surgeon? Their loyalty, how careful they're being. That's why I want to talk to you. The equipment I have at the Medengo is limited. I can patch, but I can only do minor cyber surgery here. But we have a history. You know me. That rider in your spline doesn't change anything. You're going to find trust is hard to come by. You can't buy that. But you can buy a whole new cyber splicing kit and integration unit. One where I could do a lot more than bone grafts and dermal. Got that kind of money? Me? From patchwork down here below the level? No, of course I don't. But you're going to. That gleam in your eye is going to turn into hard currency soon enough. I'm asking for you to invest in the clinic. For 500k, she could upgrade the clinic, medical services, and cybernetics offered here. Well, the legwork would be possible, although very unlikely. We would succeed eventually, but she's busy. And so we're going to delay this for a little bit. Might be interested, but not right now. You think about it. You're going to want some people around you can trust. This would be your place. No one else will be bleeding back here, just you and yours. If we're interested, we can revisit discussion with Dr. Ash at a later date. This is now due at 0 hours, so we can't play any more time forward. We unfortunately don't have anyone else who's waiting to join our crew, and so we'll have to play everyone that we possibly can. A lot of our team is still wounded. We are still going through these things. It is what it is. So what we've got here is a very small crew of people. Turns out Quantum Reverb, maybe could have some value, but at the end of the day, here's our team, because we have literally no one else. It's my fault that I'm this injured. I definitely have been screwing up here. That's completely on me. But I'm also glad that I've got a challenge in front of me, because I very often don't. And so it feels kind of nice to have, this going on where I have to, make do and things are a bit tough and whatnot. I'm quite happy about that. Cram shot, I think, is pretty poor. It's probably worse than having just an ET grenade, to be honest, or a med kit, maybe. As far as what she's going to wield, I'm still tempted to run the railgun here. But I want somebody to run this assault rifle, because this assault rifle is very, very, very good. It's probably the EX, to be honest. And so I'm going to probably switch out the stun club for the street dragon. Yeah, no barrels or anything, but this thing does a lot of damage. It absolutely frags. Let me double check what new things I picked up. No special armors. I have some mods, so I have railgun ammo, which I don't care about. We've got a pretty good pistol grip with accuracy, which is nice. We've got a shotgun e-rifle mod that I can't use. We've got another shotgun e-rifle mod that I can't use. We've got another... we already had that one from earlier. Here's our pistol thing, and then here's our shotgun barrel. So we have an extra pistol grip, which... Who's our biggest pistoler? It might end up actually being, weirdly, the hacker, because these two are going to use their guns. And the hacker might just be fighting a fair bit. And so I'm kind of feeling this for the accuracy and minus recoil. It kind of feels weird, but I think it's actually correct. And I think this is just straight up the team. And we're only 40 minutes in, so I'm going to try to run both episodes. Or both legs during this episode. Yeah, it's definitely getting kind of tough, though, because I am just down in tools, that's for sure. This got pretty spicy. I don't want to, skip these missions. So, yeah, what else can we say except that it's time to kind of run this team? I really wish I hadn't screwed up as much as I did, but I made some mistakes. So, yeah, we've got our couple of pistols. We've got our couple of melee weapons. Here's our squad for Endpoint Cutthroat. Let's go. Doesn't look like much from a distance, but that's the point. Among this maze of abandoned skyrises, you'd never spot it. The Free Streets Compact set off some homemade chemical weapon in the district in 27. Looks like it never recovered. Everything ground to a halt and all the investment dried up. The area was supposed to be an extension of Liberty Avenues. Look at it now. Only good for hiding D-cartel havens. But you can tell we are where we need to be. This place is crawling with whistlers. Although in this case, those guys aren't whistlers. And guarded by their own little cult soldiers. Pretty clear tell. I'll let you handle them. You're good right where you are. We got this. Keep a wide eye on the district. We might get company if we're not careful. And we gotta go down there. On it. While I'm watching, you're heading for the stairs down. It's nice of Octane to share schematics for the bunker. Our new employer didn't have such inside intel. If we get trouble, try to keep it quiet. Okay. So here we are. Obviously, we're already sector level 3 because it started that way. We have quite a bit of leverage. We can erase some tally. We can lower some armor. We can turn off some devices. For now, I don't think we need it. Of course, it's Tactical Surge. We get plus initiative now. Hooray. Little minor benefit for that one. I want to know what you're going to do. That's walk away from me. And I want to know what you're going to do. And that is not see my team. Which means we can wait and let everyone here waste their action points. And just delay, 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 delay. And you're guarding that spot. You're guarding this spot. You're walking over there. You're guarding that spot. You're guarding that spot. Delay, delay. You're walking over there. Good for you. We'll see if you come back, but I'll be gone by then. And then you're not going to get close enough. Great. Okay. So I would like to knock down all of these guys at the same time, if possible. So if I go here, I'm in range for melee strikes, which is a good start. I usually like starting with melee when I can, because we have to go forward no matter what. Okay, that was a glance. Please hit better than that. Thank you. I'm going to leave you around for a sec to see what I can and can't cover. If you sprint, I don't even get inside of claw range. So you have nothing except pistol shots here, which is fine. Yeah, 5 AP is no good. I'll have to run down to 3 AP, but if I run out of 3 AP, I don't have line of sight anybody. I have to run to, like, here. 20 meters is not horrible for this pistol. Yeah, mid-range, like, optimal is 18. That's not terrible. That makes it worse. So I definitely want to do something like this, where the range is not completely abysmal. Wait, that's at 20? I could have sworn I had one at 18. Oh no, my range is 18. I'm hitting at 20. Yeah, okay. So I'm basically going here. Maybe here is okay. Hang on. Yeah, I spot right about there. That's 20 meters. That's 20 meters. Okay, yeah. And left-hand side, which is where I want to be. An alternative is to run up and go for a stun. If I run to here, I can stun strike one of them. And that lets me have to only kill one guard. Which seems pretty good to me. You rolled a 13, you rolled higher. Yeah, I'm going to run up. I'm going to stun you. That's one fewer guard to deal with. And then the team can charge forward from there. Okay. Hopefully I'm not blocking too much line of sight here, but I might be. So I'm going to stun you. You can stop. Alright. Sparklight's gun is way too loud to get much done here. So really it's going to be... Yeah, I really can't get good line of sight here, can I? No. And I can't do much yielding either, so it's probably going to be... You know what I could do, actually? Is run up and just throw down Shadow. And that would allow my team to run up a bit farther. I think this actually might be the play, is... duck your line of sight and just crawl up closer and go for the kill next turn. Because I don't think I have the damage here. I pretty clearly don't seem to have the damage here. So I'm going to crouch up to here. You're not going to see or hear me. You're stunned. Should be no problem on a future turn. You can just run up then, because what else are you doing? I could have signal grafted this corpse. Too late now. Especially sparring like on turn 4. That has a real chance of creating some actual tally. But again, too late now. I can run you to there and it's fine. Looks like she has like -1 meters of sound, right? Yeah, -1 meter detection right here. So I can run a bit closer, which is kind of nice. Running to there looks like it's going to work. And I can crouch the rest of the way. Alright. Still outside your vision cone. We're all rolling fine on initiative. Turn 2, let's get it done. This guy's stunned for the entire turn, so I'm not in a huge rush to kill him. But I still want to get what I can. So you're going to come up, and it's bat time, basically. I'm behind a wall, so this guy's not going to be dangerous. You rolled a 13, time to kill you. Okay. You see my entire team. Strike 1. Good damage. Let's go ahead and claw this. Cost me 0 AP, and it's going to refund the cooldown right away, thanks to Berserk Haze. I can't get much else done here. I'm not in Crimson Vector range, so all I can really do is wait, and then on a future turn get more done. You running to here and getting this kill seems, or at least the hit seems fine. Seems acceptable for now. This guy I know he's going to like turn around and see me. Not worried about that. Do I high roll? No. I rolled okay, though. Let's have you get this pistol kill. Just might as well. You're right there. Great. Down you go. Oh, nice crit. Let's delay. Let's have the guy take his turn. Alright, you're walking over there. Probably in circles, which could be scary. You're walking around. That could be scary as well. Okay. These guys are still standing around. That's fine. And then this guy's going to patrol. Where's he going? Okay, away. Alright, we're chilling for a while then. You rolled a 15, which isn't too scary for me. I don't remember... Oh, wait, from memory, this camera turns a bunch. That's, of course, me kind of cheating and knowing how the game has built these things before. Which, you know, again, kind of just cheating. Ultimately, I'm going to put you here. Sentry can run toward this guy. We can maybe get in range to claw him. That'd be nice if I could, although that's not a guarantee. This guy's looking out, which is not a good sign for me. You can see pretty far. I'm going to put you here, and then, let's see. So you rolled a 15. Most of my team rolled high enough, I'm not too worried about it. And actually, this is in direct line of sight of shooting him as well, so I'm going to go here and line crawler this camera. Line crawler is a 3-turn disable, so we'll have a lot of space to work with here. Okay, how much can you get done? A fair bit. The problem is this guy's going to see me. So what I'm trying to do is basically like, if I go here and then I crouch, I mean, it's a little bit of a risk, but I'm actually pretty sure if I crouch from here, I can swing once and then via crouching, I don't get seen behind this. It's a bit of a risk to do that. But I actually think it's going to be okay. Wow, am I really willing to take that risk, though? Am I really willing to take that risk? I think from here, I get a surprise target, and we can clean him up, no problem. Enough of my team is going early. Like, I can interfere and spec to slow him down. And yeah, you might see a corpse, but it's the best I've got here. This guy's going to walk forward. I'm going to be scared. I have no other tools. I've already used look ahead twice. Shot 1. You see my team. Shot 2. And without walking forward, we'll just take the shot. It's fine. Okay, good hits. Panther should get this no problem then. If I'm here... No, I gotta walk another step forward at least. Okay, if I'm here, I probably get high ground, and that should give me some bonus accuracy. I am spotted. Yeah, I get a little bit from high ground here. And if the first shot misses, I get 3% back from recoil control, and so it's fine. Down you go. And hopefully your corpse counts as hidden. Looks like it is. You can't see it behind this barricade. That's good news. Let's see. You don't matter, and you might matter. But all of our delays will go behind you, so it's okay. You're still chilling. You're turning back. Okay, that's good. You're going all the way over there, which I don't care about. That gives Sparklight room to go loot stuff. Okay, cool. We get a nice armor. Might have some value for that. I think no matter what you do, I'm behind this thing, so I'm going to wait and see what you actually do on your turn. What are you doing? Standing around. Good. And yeah, you, I know, don't matter. So run the team as far forward as we can. We have Tactical Surge in 2 turns, so we're going to probably use that as the turn to get everyone to run to safety. I don't want to stand out in the open. And there's no way Sentry makes it all the way out next turn, because she spent all her action points shooting as it was, so you can stay there. I think Bracket has AP to spare, and so can grab this loot. What do I get? Ooh, nice. I really like Metaclouds. They are AoE medkits that you can throw like a grenade, which is very valuable. It gives you a lot of space to work with. It makes it just way more convenient to get healing done. Alright, so next turn comes up. For sure, my entire team can't make it. So I think the play is to get my entire team up against this wall here. Right, we know these two are doing nothing. We're going to escalate no matter what. Doesn't matter. You can just spam delays. Are you turning around? No. We know they're sitting around. You're walking back to where you were. That's totally fine. You can put Sparklight here, and that's reasonable. Under Tactical Surge, we for sure get out next turn. Just not worried about it. Yeah, we're all behind this wall. It's totally fine. Panther can keep waiting. You're over there. And then Sentry can't go all the way up because of this vision cone, but she can go somewhere like this. Like, even just standing right there is fine. Like, there's just nothing to really be afraid of, so I'm gonna have you stand, yeah, right here, edge of the vision cone. Reload. Not that I need to shoot, but whatever. You're done. This camera, remainder of the turn, I don't need to kill it, but I'll kill it because I have nothing else to do. It doesn't do anything. And then the only person who didn't top roll initiative is Sentry. But Tactical Surge is going to give her 3 initiative, so I don't need to do anything here. I can just end my turn like this. Okay, we get reinforcements. That's fine, they're far away. Not worried about it. They're sending one person to intercept, but again, we win on initiative, so I don't really care. And guards seeing me before exit doesn't matter, because the turn's going to end anyway, so it's just truly irrelevant. So you're going to go there. You can see me. I don't care. You hear the footsteps. I still don't care. Bracket, do you make it? You easily make it. That's not a problem at all. Off we go. They all see me. It is what it is. Panther can Tactical Surge the squad. More than enough AP to make it out now. And Sentry has enough initiative to go next. So, part 1. Looking real complete here. Alright, Sentry. There's no way you run that slow. Yep. You're fine. Didn't even need Tactical Surge, as it turns out. Alright. The team is assembled at the Finance Bunker entrance. We are heading down the stairs now. Remember, you're leaving the facade behind. Now, up here, the D-Cartel were trying to stay hidden. It's going to be a little more spiky down there. We'll be fine. Surely we'll be fine. Surely we'll be fine. Alright. Reach the Finance Quantum Relay and deposit Ghoul's Q endpoint. Before extract, we will loot and trash the place to try to hide our true objectives. Sure thing. Hit the bunker floor. It's freezing in here. Could barely get a read on you down there. That's where we're going. Where the Cyberknight must go. Well, that's why I'm here. The place is bristling with security, but the relay data banks are within striking distance. Good to know. Only you can make the final connection, Panther. We'll be connecting Ghoul's endpoint, redirecting whatever valuable data is cached here. So, of course, we don't get our bonus XP from a low security level. We've got a Whistler right here. As per usual, we will Tactical Surge the team. We need to get across the map here. There are some hosts we could choose to hack, which I'm tempted to do so. Where is the Whistler going to be going, by the way? I mean, forward. Okay, cool. So over there, which is actually kind of good because it's away from most of these cameras. One thing I'm curious about, if I stand right here, how far is the camera? This camera is 33 meters away. I don't remember exactly how far long-range cameras can see. I just don't remember. But it's looking, if that's 15, it's about halfway. If a corpse right there might not get seen by a camera. Actually, if it's right here, how long does this camera see? 32. Okay, looks like then. Yeah, it looks like if your corpse is right here, this camera won't see it. So the good news is if you die there, we're chilling. What I want to do is scramble this motion field. And then I want to use Line Crawler on this to kill that for 3 turns. And then this host is attached to security devices. This can turn off these things for even longer. That is kind of the plan, is to get the hacker here as soon as possible. Line Crawler, this is the Agent EX. Don't run out of this camera at all. Like, run around for it. Like, waste some action points to do so. Let this guy run over. I'm gonna see if I yield you to 20. Means I can delay you to 10. You're going first after the Whistler, which is what I want. So you're at 10, 6, 3, and 1. You're going over there. I can't easily kill both cameras. It is what it is. Actually, Bracket can help, so that's not entirely true. Still, though, we've got stuff to accomplish. If I run here, am I in Line Crawler range? No. I've got to run a little bit farther. If I run like that, I get spotted by the other camera. So we start here. We get a couple new guards. Quite a few, actually. 1, 2, and 3 new guards. If I spend 1 AP running here, I can easily knock this down. Cool. Okay. And then I want you to join the rest of the team towards this side of the map. We're going to basically all play for over here. You're going to probably walk away based on what I can see of your current, model positioning. Whistler or Shadow seems not useful. I would like to signal grip your corpse to not create tally. That would be nice. We're getting 4 tally a turn. You can take it down whenever. I can't yield the amount that I want to. What I want is to be able to get my hacker to turn this camera off so he can run by and melee it, but that's just not going to happen. I couldn't melee anyway, so I think pistol is okay. But yeah, this could have been better. I'm actually not gonna hug the corner if I can, and have someone else try to step out from cover, get a bit more value out of it. You rolled a 13. I'm not worried about you. I'm gonna save my other look ahead charge for something that's more important. First shot did not go great. I think your armor is high quality or something. Okay, that was horrible. Was it a glance? Oh, it was a glance. That's why it sucked. Okay, 40 armor is not insane. I can try to sneak through like this. This actually might work. I can sneak under the camera, run in here and use claws. I think it's actually pretty worthwhile. So I'll get seen. That's okay. If I go here, I would be in Crimson Vector finally. Which, I mean, I'm never using it otherwise, so sure, why not? Let's go here. Yeah, let's just use it because I'm going to spend 1 AP moving anyway, so let's just go. If I'm right here, I should be in range no problem. A little bit of claw damage, and then I have a bunch of claw strikes here. So 1, decent. 2, and 3 will kill, and I'll get a charge back. Great. I can run up to here. Yeah, your initiative's at 13, so I'm not worried about it. I can charge at you and it'll be okay. And the cool thing is, right, so I just got 3 claw attacks for 0 AP. And I guess you could argue it 4, since Crimson Vector was a dash at move speed for 1 AP. And I'll have a second Handblade attack next turn, so I can like run up here, and I will still have 2 attacks. Now, sure, Berserk Haste is now on cooldown, so I'm not going to get that every turn, but it was a decent enough start. And you need to make sure you don't run through all that. That would be bad. Let's start by going here, just to lock in the pathing. Last time I ran this mission, I just like clicked up there and I ran around like that and it was bad. Figure I'll just grab the loot boxes. I'm already going to be kind of down here like this anyway. We'll go to the house next turn. We can sneak by the camera ultimately by hugging this wall. Actually, if it turns, I'm really sad. Let's just kill us now. Because if it does turn, I'm in a bad spot. So I'm just going to kind of cheat forward like this. That's fine. Good enough for now. Ooh, okay. Looks like Line Crawler jumped and hit something else. This camera turns, but doesn't see anybody, thankfully. I'd actually forgot about that. What did it hit? Oh, it bounced to this laser gate. That's not very useful. Whatever. Okay. You're going at 13. Most of my team goes before you. That should be fine. I'm going to go just run up here, swing my bat, and then claw twice. Intruder, yep. So swing the bat. Oh, you're gone. Cool. Alright, well, good job. I guess you can come back down now. Getting past this camera is going to require somebody using a device, disable, which I don't have. Oh, it bounced. No, yeah, that got killed. Right, we turned that off. Yeah, running across the map would get me hurt. I want to do that. I think I want to go for some delays here. See what these other 2 guards do. Like, you're probably going to run away. Yeah, I can't sneak by the camera. And I can't even get across the map just yet, so a little bit awkward. Sparklight can't... Yeah, I mean, there's no way he can do it either. So I want to Signal Grift this. Unfortunately, Signal Grift does not block cameras. So I don't get everything that I want, but it's not the end of the world. Camera, you know, body timer stops. It's something. I'm not sure if 6 AP gets me across. I'm just not sure if it does. But I think the primary squad is going to come across here. We'll do what we can. You should be walking the way you were facing, which is true. You're going to square, which is maybe hideable. You're walking up, but that's fine. Okay, Panther would like to see what you guys are doing, but I can't do that easily. And yeah, I'd be stuck in the middle there. So I'm going to start by going here. Spend a couple of AP to get closer. Look ahead, hits 2. Yes. Yes. Okay, you're not going very far, and you're going over there. Okay, so we're like really chilling for a bit. I'm tempted to spend 2 AP to grab this and go right back up. Save some space for my hacker. How good's the loot? A suppressor for, I believe, a sniper rifle. We get another armor. We get some stuff that we can sell. We have a bunch of blueprints and whatnot. One thing I should have done and forgot to do, but it was a mistake on my part, is I should have bought a better cyber deck, because I'm swimming in money and have very few things to spend it on, since the only things I'm allowed to use the market for is cyberware. I can't buy well, Cyberware and cyberdecks. And I would be willing to buy one of the level 2 decks, and I think I had like 300k. Either way, we are here on a fairly big host. Hard show, overclock, load of the normal stuff. So the nice thing is my difficulty settings make the early hosts very easy. So you can kind of run through this. I need to unload reload deception, unfortunately, so I have 2 charges for this. Because this was going to be annoying. I don't want to take a bunch of cyberdeck damage. Having to load stuff in its face would have been kind of crap. Unfortunately, I'm out of AP. Or I'm out of IO, because I loaded Disarm and should not have. It's my mistake. So if I didn't have to load Disarm, I could have loaded Deception and, you know, made more progress. Kind of sucks. It's my own mistake, is what it is. Things are turning back on. Yep. Oh, shoot. I didn't think I was good. Yep, you're in a camera. Alright, well, it's already bad. Next turn, people will be sent my way. But I know what you guys are doing, and it's not scaring me. I think ultimately, let's just run past the camera. I have no way through it anyway. I don't have a way out, so... let's just run over here. I guess I'll wait. There's no reason to rush this. I think I want to send you, because I already know what's going on. I'm going to spend... no, I can have Sparklight grab that. I'm going to send my Cyber Knight into this. Motion detector gets me. Okay, well, if I have to go like this anyway, I could spend 1 AP crouching. And I can run the rest, and it should be fine. This should still work. Yeah, it's going to work just fine. So I'm going to put you here. Off I go. 2 more guards over there. Only Panther can do this. That's fine. It's done. That fast. Quantum networks are fast. Burner must have snuck this endpoint into the system. Octane will be waiting for the data dump, but she won't get it. Whatever the secrets are, they've been funneled to Ghoul now. Next, we have to figure out how to deal with Octane. Then it's time to leave. But of course, I would like loot. Like, I would like this box and everything else. You know what? I think this is but the best time I have, probably, for turning everything off. Let's turn off all the security devices. Skip all the preamble here. They're all gone. I'm glad I kind of waited on Sentry moving, by the way. These are all gone for, yeah, this and 2 more turns. That's pretty big. Our security events were right here only. So if one of these 4 gets woken up, they're going to be sent here. So if it's you, you might go diagonally, or you might go like that. You would almost certainly go this way. Although from here, you're probably going to go like that. And then you would be running this way, and you'd be running that way. Or maybe that way. Not sure it is yet. But Panther's safe where he is, so let's go ahead and just chill. I think everyone here can just delay. Bracket can load and keep moving. Tally on action. Alright, this has to be traps. Load a program, load a program. Thought you'd never ask. Let's load scan. What do we got? Okay, rerouting, that's fine. Doesn't cost me much. That don't impress me much. Let's see, turning everything off. It's all down for a while. I'm going to skip and move forward instead. Yeah, I think I'm just going to skip those because I don't think I have to care. Okay, that's fine. We can knock... okay, CPU's been found, which I don't care about. Don't need the CPU, so this hack is done, actually. Not bad start. I could choose to get out now. I mean, no matter what, I have to kind of run across the middle like this, so who cares? I could have delayed as well, but whatever. So you're going into that corner, which I know about. Epsilon, from the preview, is going nowhere. Although I often don't trust really short arrows like that. Yeah, you're actually walking. So unfortunately, there's still some bugs with how look ahead predicts movements. But you're still in the buff. You're going to run down there. So the nice thing is, yeah, there is a tally event. I think this is a good time to say, hey, let's just not get an escalation. Let's get rid of the tally. Great. Again, one from the camera is going to be right here, which is not the end of the world. We know there's no escalation. And I'm thinking we can skip this host for downloads. Just grab this box and go out this way. We can go out this way or that way, but I think these guards, What's better, actually? Like, CK can grab this and keep running, but Epsilon is for sure going to be kind of in the way. I can maybe use Shadow when it works. Someone's going to be sent towards here. So Epsilon's going to always be going this way. And the CK is going to like, you know, hear the first turn. Actually, yeah, and then I'll have Tactical Surge on turn 5 and still not quite make it out. So Epsilon by, you know, right, on turn 4 gets here. On turn 5 gets here. And someone is going to be sent to walk towards this on turn 4 as well. This still feels like the safest spot to stand, ultimately. Okay, we're all going to run this way. I'm not going to deal with these two. We're going to exit back this way. And I'm going to skip this host. I don't need it. Put you here. Sparklight is going to kind of just... Let's put you somewhere where you're like pretty clearly not going to be seen by a camera. If I need to shoot somebody, I will. But for now, this is cover. That should be acceptable. I have smokes if needed. We get a security event. What's funny is things like Glasswalker and Supremacy actually pop when there's a would-be escalation, but you reduce the tally, which I think is kind of funny. Bug in my favor. Oh, wow. Linecrawler bounced to it. That's actually really fortunate. We get a nice scope. I don't know what it's to. We get another grip. This actually probably goes to a melee, which is good. This goes to a pistol, I'm pretty sure. And we get... this could be really good armor. But yeah, I really like this mission because these loot boxes have really good stuff in them. They're like quite rich overall. You're walking over there, then turning. You will probably turn aggro. Oh, who was woken up, by the way? You were. Okay, so you two are going. I should delay and let you have your turns. You're going on 8. I need... Oh, shoot. I can't. I can't get what I want. I guess you're not going to be scary, so let's just delay here. These guys all end their turn. I'm going to have you do the same. Let's have this person move so I know what's going on. Up you go. I deck behind. It's fine. And then, yeah, you see plenty. I mean, my CK couldn't have gotten very far anyway, but you know what I've got here is a surprised Whistler and an absolute crap ton of damage. Street Dragon, I think, is just so incredibly strong. It's baseline 74 accuracy full auto, which is the highest of functionally any gun at this point in time. The ranges are pretty solid, accurate at 25, and it does really, really good damage. It basically one-shots on single target. Look at that. Surprise target, and I'm going to one-hit them. It's like incredibly unlucky. Cool. Now, this guy might find the corpse, but... we're probably okay here. We will escalate. It's not the end of the world, though. You are running, which is not great for me. Do I want this? You're on 11. I have Tactical Surge next turn. I don't... Do I want to have him report more intruders? I think the answer is no, I don't, right? I don't have a reason to have him report me. I don't think it's valuable. I can stand here and be even closer to the rest of... closer to the exit, rather. I think that's fine. Bracket can run across and get pretty far as well, which is good news. And she can turn off whatever device, like lasers or whatever, are needed. Sentry is just fine where she is. I don't think there's anything needed to be done. I'm clearly pretty safe where I am. CK might not make it, which is a problem. Well, is not ideal. There's reinforcements. I'm going to skip the preview because I don't really care. You found a corpse. That's more tally, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we get a PL3 Blooder and a couple of really basics, or I guess a Street Warrior and then a Shock Top here who's got a bat. That's all fine. I'm not 100% sure if I need to give any cover. I believe I don't. I'm going to start sending people towards the extract here. Bracket, I think, is fine to leave on her own. I'm going to leave you here for now. I think I might... Let's see. How easily do I make this run? Not easy. Okay, I have no AP to spare. Then ultimately the play is get onto the square. That's all I've really got. And that's fine. Here's Tactical Surge. Do I run fast enough? Thankfully, yes. Cool. All right, we make it out on turn 5. We skipped one host, but I think it's okay. I think it's worth it in the end. And because I have spare action points, I can actually bump a Bracket here and say, hey, you're going next. Let's just start extracting. All right, not bad. We're clear. The data has been scooped. Time to vanish. Time to call Octane and put a stake in this nasty affair. Alright, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. You made it back in one piece. Well done. The Q endpoint was connected. Did you get your secrets from the transaction logger? I did, and I'm impressed. You've proven you can deliver on your promises, Panther. You have the makings of a big-time player in the city. Oh yes, it will take my people a long time to sort through everything we've gleaned today. Octane is a lying snake. We all knew she was. Stealing from and spying on the D cartel for her own gain. I can't lift a finger, but I can help use this moment to get rid of Octane. Ghoul now has the Kingmaker's hand, and he's ready to vault to the top of his faction when the time is right. While it lasts, this will allow power play storylines. What data came across the endpoint? It'll take some time to dig through it all. It was a lot. There is a transaction logger on the system for who knows how long. Octane is gathering a fistful of aces and secrets for blackmail or to destroy an enemy, or both. And now those aces are in our hands. Alright, tell us the plan to get rid of Octane once and for all. Of course, Octane's going to be wondering what happened. You pulled the heist, and the data didn't come through. We're going to cook up a story about how things went terribly wrong to draw her out of hiding. Midnight, you'll have to do all the talking in this one. Tell me the rest of the plan, and I can spin a story for days. You won't have days. You've got to spin it hard. We're going to pretend that Panther was dying in an underworld med clinic. When we convince Octane that your zombie, the Dead Knight Burner, is glitching up through the heavily damaged Quantum Rider, I know she'll come. If she thinks she can still get the secrets that she was stealing. Like a ghost in the quantum machine. Exactly. Octane worked with Burner for a long time. I know she will come. If she thinks she can still get the secrets that she was stealing. Talent event has been added to spin Octane these lies. So Sparklight and Bracket level up. Sentry does not yet. We get some OK XP. Probably equip some of our new stuff here. Ultimately, we've got kind of a lot to deal with. I've got really good money, so considering how much downtime I've got. Let's see. So we have 1 day to contact Octane. Rhino will heal, but that won't matter because she doesn't work for D-Cartel, so she can't go on the mission anyway. If this injury could be completed, we'd be alright, but it's probably not going to happen. I would need a new doctor. I don't have any. So let's go check our inventory. We have no new weapons. That's fine. That's expected. Weapon mods. We have a blade grip, a SMG body mod. Ooh, this is nice, actually. AR, yeah. This is a really, really good assault rifle body mod. This is great. 3 optimal is really helpful. It's a huge amount of recoil reduction. That is absurdly massive. This suppressor works for a sniper, which, you know, fine. This scope is also for a sniper, which, you know, fine. And I've got all this other stuff here. So, looks like I can put some pretty good stuff on here. I can upgrade a blade and I can upgrade a sniper rifle. So, yeah, you're in this boat. I'm going to go ahead and bump you. Well, let's see. No one's going to get stealth crit anyway, but basic crit is still going to exist. So let's go ahead and... What's your crit chance? 2%? Okay, you're never going to crit anything. Let's put it on the Cyber Knight, who has, I guess, technically less. Okay, just kidding. Alright, you're going to have this after all. Here you go. Have some stealth crit on your bat that you'll occasionally use. You are going to definitely have room for this body mod. Increase the optimal to 28 and drop the recoil to, yeah, -3 on single target and only 23 full auto. No barrels or anything. Nothing to look at here. Yep. I don't have any extra... No, I don't. However, you can use snipe... I forgot to put it on. You can use sniper mods on a railgun. And so look at that. We got this beautiful accuracy bump. We've got this nice crit damage. You actually can pretty reliably give railguns some crit. That's actually one of the big downsides of railguns is they don't synergize with a lot of the... with a decent portion of the sniper tree, in that the sniper tree adds a ballistics extra pure, it adds a bunch of crit damage, but if you go for a railgun, I mean, the ranges are pretty good. The damage out of the box is just as good. And you end up being able to add, you know, your own crit damage here, which is kind of nice. The other stuff that we have these new armors. So we have some heavy armor here, which probably don't want, but if I have move speed modifier mitigation, this is not terrible. We have this guy, which is just strictly superior to my current armor. It's got more protection points and has more protection by a small amount. Then we have a little bit of a riskier one, which is the GX Mesh Jack right now, which is less armor, gives me a little bit of evasion, which most part won't matter, but plus initiative and fractional AP can add up. It is possible to get, I think, up to 0.5 fractional AP in a spinal implant, and then I don't know if she has it. Yeah, she has ferocity. So, she get the spinal implant. So, yeah, unfortunately, she's still not really eligible here. But someone who's not a war machine can get a spine implant and stack it with ferocity and get a full action point carryover, but that's not really realistic. Let's give the CK the slightly better armor. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge improvement, but the armor is going to last longer. It's going to be more shred resistant, and it's overall higher protection, so strict upgrade there. Would love to get level 5. That's what I actually legit might do is, although it's a little bit scary. So what I'm planning on doing is, let's see, I need to have time tick forward. I need to heal some wounds and injuries. Let me move a little bit forward here. So let's have this recover. 12 hours, great. So she's back, but again, she won't run this mission. I'm pretty confident. You're busy anyway. If I send you for treatment, it cuts 1 day off. You know what's funny is if this guy were to level up, I could have him delay a mission by a couple of days by getting Handbrake. Like, I don't know why I moved out here. I can go grab Handbrake if I gain any XP at all. Delay a mission by 1 day. That would allow me to come in and push back this mission. Because this mission has a 1 day deadline, by the way. It has a 1 day deadline. So I'm gonna do some stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna say you're gonna be treated. 2 days, 6, not terrible. 7k. Ooh, it even like might have rolled in my favor and says only 2 days. Still, this guy is 12 days out, 12 hours out rather. So I can run a little bit of time forward and say, hey, dialogue. What the hell happened? Nothing has come across the endpoint, and now you're calling instead of Panther? You set Panther and the team right up against D-Cartel elites. The bunker was a death trap. There's 2 green for the loophole heist. Is he dead? No, he's alive for now. It got messy, but Panther still got the job done. By the time he reached the terminal, Panther had suffered some serious hits, and I don't know why, but he pulled the data off the system into his Quantum Rider's courier memory instead of piping it through the endpoint you gave us. Burner always wanted to do it that way. What? Never mind. Wait, you're telling me Panther is alive and has the data in his Quantum Rider's memory. Just pipe it to me. Took some serious head trauma and is in and out of consciousness. We can't get him to access the memory, and you know how secure that is. It's impenetrable. We'll only get it out if Panther does it on his own. But he keeps saying your name, sometimes asking for you. And his voice is odd. It's like he's a different person. So it's still possible with the data. Maybe if he's dying, the rider is taking over. Where is he? I'll come. There's still a chance we can dig this out of total failure. We've got him in a treatment and triage at a black site in the fish market district. I'll send you the hoverpad details. Let me remind you, your team did not repay their debt. If Panther dies, that rider is still mine. Do not toy with me. There's still a chance to recover the stolen files from the finance bunker and reclaim the Quantum Rider is too strong. Octane is going to give us a chance to ice her. When she drops in by hover truck, we'll have a chance to kill her. Hover drop wipe, ready to be planned to command HQ. Now the nice thing is hover drop wipe is, oh, it's actually 6 days away. I didn't realize that. I legit thought that mission had a 1 day time frame. That's really good news for me because it means we can easily have our sniper back in time, which is good news because it means, and I can show you real quick that Rhino won't go if we do the mission planning. And you say, hey, who's going? Rhino will refuse to go. Hates working for D-Cartel. Even though it's against Octane, it's for D-Cartel, and so she won't do it. Working for Burner, not exactly going to be something she likes. So, yeah. That means, though, that it gives us some space to let him come back to safety. We can run this legwork as well, which seems fine. So let's have some time tick forward still, because we got some time to get bubbles back and other things like that. Anybody, your mercs on a legwork for one of my under-the-table suppliers. Trying to dry up on me. They're a corporate source that can hook me up with all sorts of small things. Chems, implant schematics, stuff I need, stuff I can't get. You've been in business a long time, and you just need to keep status quo. Whatever issue they have, we just need to convince them that trying to leave me hung like this is worse. You can't run an illegal clinic off publicly available crap. How much do you source like this through corporate channels? Far more than you might guess at a first look. Megacorps are splitting at the seams with corruption. Everyone in the lower ranks is getting a trash deal, so many are willing to risk it for a little more. So we could run our hacker here at 30%. Of course, if we fail, she gains exposure, which is not great, and 30% is quite low. If we go for the hard lean, Sentry has a chance of going. Slightly lower odds, though, 22 instead of 30. But the downside would be risk of injury, unexpected interruption, turns in intimidation section bloody. I think it does give you partial influence and favors here. Ultimately, though, we're really bad at it, and so until the Underworld hub is up, this is not really playable for me. Like, it's no way it's worth this risk here, right? So I'm not going to bother here. I will end up letting this go on red functionally, but I can just reject it. I guess I'll delay for now, but I'll reject it at the end. Might be able to help, but need some time to get things sorted. Might sound pretty minor, but it is important to my smooth operation, Panther. Don't make me wait too long. Right, so the plan here is get him back, get the command HQ built, have this come up. Oh, we get plus reaction on our guy? That seems fine. Need to talk about my German connections. Can't wait forever. I need midnight at the club. All right, Midnight can go. It's going to be, probably have to roll all 3 times, but in about 30 days, I will have a contact, meet a Warner Braun power player, and put Zurich's nightclub on the map for the German connection. Okay, the party will start when Midnight arrives. Thinking big. I know you were born ready for this Midnight, but get ready. We are going over the top this weekend. If we send somebody else, we could send, you know, one of these folks. Yeah, they're... Oh, it's funny. Faction Bard. Sandra can't go because she hates Warner Braun. Yeah, that's right. That's kind of funny. Yeah, anyway, if we succeed, she gains some influence, and my Merc gets some stress reduction and some hype. Problem is, our Legwork chance are pretty low, and we end up getting an injury, I think, if we fail. So we're not going to send anybody because, yeah, I mean, we just... It's, you know, I took my Legwork chances, put them at 50%, and they all fail. So everyone we can spare for a little party time has been given their leave. Everyone else is jealous. That's the end. Midnight is the most important piece of the puzzle, so if he's all you can manage, then I can make that happen. I'll see you tonight. You better go get your club geared up for this party. Cool, so that's underway. Let's have this be done. We have 3 rooms now we can go for finally. It is time for our Underworld hub right here. That's going to be a good chunk of our change, but it's something. We can now dig out this, or do I want to bump the cold storage? I think for now I want to get my rooms in as soon as I can, like getting rid of some of this heat, for example. So this will be a Simstream trainer. This will be a counter intel pod. And then we'll do the rest later. Let's do the training that I forgot to do earlier. So my EX level 4. Considering we are about to run into a combat mission, I either want the smokescreen AP to be 0 or the cooldown to be 3. I'm kind of tempted to go for... I'm tempted to go cooldown, honestly. I'm really just like... scrimping for value right now. So we're going to do that. Hacker gets +2. I'm good on this stuff, so I'm going to go into null op +1 charge. We'll go into damage, and then 3rd charge afterwards. So this will be level 4, and then it's like... I often go like level 5, level 6, and then go here at 7, but I can go here for like 5. I guess it's like, yeah, at 4 is this, 5, 6... 7 probably, and then yeah, something like that. Either way, we're pretty far away, so who cares? CK would level up off 1 more mission, and if he got that, we would get +1 move point on tactical surge. That would be nice. I would like that for sure. It would level up. Let's see, who else would it level? Bubbles would probably not level. We're not going to send the hacker. Molly probably wouldn't as well from a like simple proc gen, but I think the CK would, which is useful, and so would the face most likely. So I'm tempted to run the captain's job. Let's have you recover. Great, you're back. So let's see. I'm going to basically do the planning for next episode, like planning for like what I'm going to do next. I, of course, want to run hover drop wipe. That's valuable for me, of course, right? I care about that quite a bit. Beyond that, my base is pretty far from being complete, so no rush here. So the question I basically have is, do I want to run the captain's job to get level 5 Cyber Knight, have a small risk of some of my folks getting hurt? The thing is, yeah, these are the 2 who are wounded, right? No one else is wounded anymore. But I need both of them for this mission. So the longer I wait, you know, the less I'm healing these wounds. Like if I send you, right, it's 4 days 12. I could get back in time, just barely. And that would, what, park the war machine and then run hover drop wipe at the very last second? I mean, that works, right? Like, I don't see why I wouldn't. More recoil minus move speed minus stress. Actually, I should heal you. Yeah, 37k, 4 days 12. That should heal in time. And this is just not important. So I think you're the one that I need to heal most strongly. 37k, 4 days 12. You're healing now. Yeah, you'll be back in time. So let's go ahead and have this convo pop up. I'm holding blood money if you can help me execute 3 enemy captains. As days tick by, Warner Braun is strengthening their reserves in New Boston. I'll be paying you on behalf of some interested parties who want to keep them on the weak side of things. Very clear then, money for blood. We all know we can't keep Warner Braun down forever, but keeping them weak opens up so many opportunities. Certainly you've benefited. Personally, I won't turn away the chance to make Warner Braun bleed. We'll consider the work. Dusty has offered a kill 3 captain's job. Will be paid per target we are able to eliminate before extracting. The Storo dance ready to be planned. Cool. That's fine. The timing's going to work out enough where we can have him recover from his wound and then run it. Although I don't need him to go on this mission. Ultimately, he's not going to level anyway. So we could run Rhino, and it'd be just as good, basically. In fact, let me take off the armor kit and have Rhino go on this. We'll have you... Ooh, I might actually give you the, like, initiative far away, like, minor stuff here, because you're really not going to be in the thick of things. That's probably relatively safe. Okay, so I think next episode is run this right now. Well, I mean, aka beginning of next episode. I have no favors for a gold key, which is too bad. I could buy Matrix Snoop, which is probably worthwhile, to be honest. Well, it might not be. I mean, I have money. What else am I going to spend money on? Rhino has no loadout right now, but that's fine. I want to run Sentry every time. And so the question is, yeah, am I running Sparklight or Rhino then as a result? Because War Machine is like, you know, a fixture of the comp. I think it would be this team, right? This is like my default core team, I think, in most cases. And even though it means Rhino's on the bench for a while longer. But I think this would normally be the team, right? This makes sense to me that this would be the squad. Assuming I actually want to do the hacking for loot, which I think I do. I might move some items around off recording before the next episode, but I think this is the squad. We're going to run it early so that I have time to manipulate things if I really, really need to for some reason. I shouldn't, but you never know for sure. And we should have no problems having him heal up and be ready to go for the hover drop wipe as we try to earn a bunch of experience. War Machine again won't level unless I get another mission. CK goes to 5. Hacker is just here to get loot for me. I mean, all I can really ever do is sell things. It's fine, though. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's see if I can actually get the... Yeah, I can't mint any file sets. Not used by a set. I can sell some stuff. Can I get... Yes, I get a favor with Dance Hall. I think getting the favor is worth it. That way, I can get the gold key. So I want this. I'm going to sell these for money. Octane's still willing to buy them for now, which is kind of funny. Let's see. What can I sell? Pretty much everything. These have very little value. This scope with a bit of influence. I can never use it for crafting, so... Here you go, Origami Joe. Wayland Viper. Yep, fractional AP there. Would have been nice, but not crafting. And then these are still unsellable till someone limit breaks. We have some baby accounts I can sell. Cool. All good stuff there. Alright, that's our money. And that means, though, that I can go and buy a better cyber deck. So this is what I have, and I'm going to have this, which is going to give me 3 deck armor. It's going to give me 10 action points, 40 IO, 60 active memory, which will allow me to hold like larger and better programs. Nothing else to really spend money on, so let's buy it. Let's go to our hacker. Let's manage the deck. Let's uninstall Scan 2. Let's change our deck out for this guy. Now that I'm here, let's install this scan. Move that all the way up, move that all the way down. Now I have a bit more IO and a bit more AP to get farther along every single mission. The really big thing is that it specifically allows me to hit... I can't get completely full... Let's see, yeah, wait, I can... yeah, basically, if you max out... So right now, the highest level programs available are Scan 3 and Sleaze Deception Disarm 2. These all take 100 memory. If you're level 2, you can see here. It's basically 40 memory per level. So 140, 100, 100, 100, which means 1, 2, 3, 4... yeah, unfortunately it means, you know, 440, which is not enough. You need a higher level cyber deck, but you can at least fit, like, functionally 1 or 2 more upgrades. Like, you can do 100, 100, 100, 60, and that's 360 right there. So I can get several upgrades here, or I can get, like, Scan 3 and 2 upgrades, which I recommend, basically. Right, if I'm at, what am I at? I'm at 280 right now. So upgrading to Scan 3 Deception 2 is what I actually recommend. It's the most optimal overall, and I think that ends up being pretty good. Or you can go Scan 2, Sleaze 2, Deception 2, and that's also pretty decent. But I like Scan 3 over Sleaze 2. And then eventually I get a limit break. I can get bigger level cyber decks. Once I can fit, 440? That's like the next breakpoint, basically, that lets you get all your high level programs up. And you want a little bit more than that. Like, you would actually really like to be at around 520. Which allows you to hit decoy as well, which is pretty useful, but you can't always fit that. You don't always have that available. Anyway, that is the squad. That is me ready to go. Nothing else I can realistically spend money on. Actually, I guess I could try to have her in for surgery. I can't really afford it is the thing, but we would theoretically be able to start going for things like chipped reflexes or whatnot. Bone grafts, you know, things like that. Right now can't afford it, but... We're going to start cycling people around, and going for implants as a way to, you know, use up our money, because that's all we've really got. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Next episode's going to be Starro Dance into Hover Drop Wipe, and I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.